Right, hot tip for you in terms of collaborative activities in Miro using the isometric illustration collection from Canvas is create a grid for your activities so that everybody has their own spot. And there are a couple of different shapes. I'm going to take you through them, but in this one, of course, I just decided to use a square format because it also creates this feeling of a network, a neighbourhood, communities inside of this cityscape. And by giving everybody their own spot to play in, it keeps it individual and contained, but also, feels like part of a bigger network of collaboration and ideation. So I really loved this approach, and I'm going to be using it again. I would like to shout out to Saeed Sadouk, who was the one who came up with the idea, because he is very much all about giving everybody their own space to work in as you are doing a demo. Here's a good tip. I'm going to be using it for future. But if we come into, I'm going to do the demo in IconJar. It's the app that I always use. I don't manage IconJar. It's third party. It's for Mac users only. Sorry. There is a Windows version of Windows tool that I recommend called Nucleo, which is for Windows, or free for Mac, also free for both. Anyway. So I'm going to come in here. Top tip, you can say isometric, and it will show you everything that's isometric within the library, which is great. I could also say isometric floors or areas, because I know that it's, areas is not coming up. I'll have to retag that one, but area. But you can also come through the folder structure here and have a little look. But I know that it's under floors. So I'm going to come down here. It's walls, rooms and floors. And I'm going to look at the flat versions of the floors right now. So we've got some 3D ones, but we're going to look for flat. I used the square. Now, if I drag this out so that we can get a nice PNG on the table, you'll see that it's grey by default, but you can change the colour. And what I quite like doing is basing the colour on the colour of the background colour of the Miro board. I personally always choose the light purple because I think it's lovely. But let's just say that you're going for light green. Your brand colour is green. So we've got this grey square. I want to know what that green colour is, so I can pick a shade that's just a little bit darker than it. So what I do is create a shape. There you go. It is a shape. And then I come down here and I colour pick. Well, I would if my face wasn't in the way. I'm going to colour pick this. That is not the shade I was looking for. And then I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that hex code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it over into Nucleo. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to select my colours. There is only one colour actually in this one. It is grey. So I'm going to just change it to that light mint green, but I want it a little bit darker, so I'm going to just drag it a little bit down. Now, if this is a colour you're going to use often, I'd highly recommend you use that plus button over there to be saving your colour as a preset for next time. And I'm going to drop this into Miro like so. There we have our first tile, and then I just basically approximated the grid. Let's say we want 4 by 4. Let's do it. I'm going to make sure these are even. So I'm going to select them all and I'm going to align them to vertically, and I'm going to align them horizontally, and that should just tidy everything up. I'm then going to group them. So you can shortcuts or right clicks or, just press that icon there, but I'm going to group them. And same thing we're going to do over this way. And probably again, I'm going to highlight those groups and I'm going to distribute them vertically and horizontally so they're all just tidy. And there you go. And then you can have people working inside these areas. And if you wanted, you could come back over here and let's just, I don't know, pick another shape. Maybe we want to just have everybody working in arrows. Let's get some directional activities going on. Oh, we're going to wait for it's uploaded. Uploaded. There we go. So you could do this. Of course, I don't think the arrows they're not inherent to activities, but perhaps it would fit with your design to have the arrows. Also, if you use just one of them, let's move that over. Wait for it. I've just had an idea. We take this. I'm going to drag them over. Come on. It didn't like it. Now, sometimes actually it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it if you try and drag too many things on at the one time. I'm not really sure why it wasn't happy with 3. A little bit frustrating that I'm recording a video at the same time, but let's try it one more time. I've forgotten our colour, but that's okay because we saved it as a preset. So let's hit that green again and pull it over. Is it going to let me do one? There we go. Okay. So you can also use these to kind of like contain your content. I'm going to try it. Is it going to let me do two? It's not. It's not a good day for multiple dragging today. There we go. So it's kind of like hedges, but flat hedges or some sort of coloured container around our content. Maybe that is their working area because we've not got so many people on the board. You don't need to be kind of thinking about space. Whereas here, we have many. If you did this for 4x4 16 times, it's probably going to get quite busy. But let's try it. Boom, boom. Yeah, it actually works quite well. Little hedges in the network. In any case, there's loads of opportunities and different ways that you could be using these flat tiles. I personally like the simplicity of this. It makes sense. It's easy on the eyes and it doesn't take any thought, really. So enjoy that little tip. Bye.